Fabulous fifth graders. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me.
4, 5, 6, my eyes are fixed.
Excellent. Today's social studies lesson will be focused on writing. We've been going over the American Revolutionary War, the events that led up to it. But today we're going to focus more on our writing. Our standard is draw evidence from informational text to support analysis, reflection, and research. What that means in a nutshell is that your goal today is to learn how to write a better informative essay using text, meaning using evidence from what we're reading to support our answers. We are going to learn how to race. We are going to race today, fifth graders. No, we're not going to jump out of our seats and run around the classroom to see who's fastest. That's not safe. We are going to use the race writing strategies. Have you ever heard of race before? Yeah?
Fourth grade class.
In fourth grade, that's fantastic. So if you've heard of it, this will be a good review to remember what they are. If you've never heard of it, it's okay. You're going to learn about race today. Now, remember that in our writing, I want to activate your prior knowledge a little bit. There are some other steps also that we have to always remember in our writing. We plan. Does anyone remember what those steps are? Chloe.
We first have to pre-write.
You pre-write what you're going to write. Anthony, I thought I saw your hand up. What comes after pre-writing?
We draft.
We draft. So we come up with our first copy of what we want to say, what we want to write. And then, yes.
Revise.
You revise it. Yeah, you check over it, see if there's any changes, any mistakes that you want to correct. Maybe there's some words you want to take out and add in. And then after we've revised it, what do?
Edit.
You edit it, you make those changes, and then finally you publish, right. In today's lesson, you're going to love this. I'm going to give you many choices. You're going to either choose to use your laptops or you could choose paper and pencil. But let's get back to our race strategies. When given a question or a prompt to answer, it's always important to restate part of that answer into your response. A well-constructed response is going to restate part of the question. And then we're going to answer the question. That's what the A stands for. I love this acronym because it's easy to remember. You're restating, you're answering. What do you think the C stands for? Anybody? Any one of you from fourth grade, you might remember. What does the C stand for? Anthony?
Cite.
Citing evidence, citing the text for evidence that will support your answer. Good job. And then the E. It's okay, I can help you out. Yes, Chloe?
The ending sentence?
Yes, an ending sentence. You're going to find a way to wrap up your entire response in an ending sentence. Good job. So those are your race strategies. We are, in a moment, going to do an activity, a guided practice activity, to help you practice taking a prompt, finding how to answer it, using your text, looking for the answers, looking for evidence. But before we do that, I also want to present you with a graphic organizer. This graphic organizer has the RACE acronym on it, and it can help you organize your thoughts, plan out your response before you actually write your response. So go ahead and take a few minutes to look at this graphic organizer to help you race today. Okay, fabulous fifth graders. Are you ready for our guided practice activity?
Yes.
Awesome. If you have any questions, remember always to just raise your hand, okay? We are going to answer a prompt. I am going to give you these sentence strips. I'm going to mix them up a little bit, kind of like putting a puzzle together. Your job today is to work with a partner. Anthony and Chloe, you two are partners, okay? Sam and Eddie, you are partners. Tony and Freddie, you're partners. Justin and Vanessa, you're partners, okay? There you go. So yeah, basically I teamed you up with your reading buddy. We are going to take these sentence strips using our race strategies and figure out where in these sentence strips, where does it restate the question? What sentence answers that question? What two sentences you find that are citing evidence, and then which one would wrap up the whole response. I'm going to do the first one with you, as this is guided practice, and then you with your partner will work on putting the other ones in order. Does that sound like fun?
Yes.
Okay. So my prompt is, sorry, I'm all mixed up here. My prompt is, and I will show this on the Promethean screen as well. The prompt is, the Patriots dumped sea into the harbor. Why would the Patriots not just burn or sink the ships? That is the question that you're going to answer. I'm going to go ahead and put it here, and it's also on the Promethean screen. And now with your partners, if you want, clear your desks off a little bit. And we're going to look at these sentence strips that I have given you. And we have to put them in an order that makes your response look very well thought out and constructed. So which sentence strip restates the question? Chloe.
The one over here.
Right, because it says the Patriots did not burn or sink the ships because, so let's put that one on top. That one's going to go on top because you're restating your question. And thank you for raising your hand. What answers the question? Go ahead and look through your sentence strips. What do you think, Anthony?
It was this one because it continues from the restate.
Ah, very good. That was a good clue, right? You can see that it's not a complete sentence. It actually completes this one. So now you have a full-on answer. The Boston Tea Party was meant to be a peaceful protest. Now we have to find two sentences that support that. You're citing from the text. Look through the sentence strips and see which ones support this answer here. Chloe, did you find one?
The one right under this one.
This one. Okay. You know what now? Because this is guided practice, I'm going to have you and your partner take a few minutes, put them all in order, and then we're going to review it as a class to see if you did it correctly.
Oh, yeah.
Also discuss with your partner why you think it goes in that order.
This clip continues on as another reason. And then this just wraps all of it.
Are you guys done? You've had enough time?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what you got going on here. Anthony and Chloe, can you tell me what were the two sentences that were citations, that were evidence to support the answer? Anthony, can you give me one?
This one is a citing one because it tells you where in the text it was.
Very good. And Chloe?
This continues on from that one for another reason why, and it shows more cite from the evidence.
Right. Did you also notice the wording? Remember we talked about when you cite before, what are some of those clue words that you know or that you can use when you're citing something? Chloe?
Also, or in the text.
In the text, according to, as the author states. In paragraph 3, we see, so citing, those are the words that you would use, the keywords. It's telling you where to find it in the text. The word also shows, it's a transition word. It's transitioning into another thought, and you knew that this came after this. So good job on that. And then I see you also have your wrap-up question. Guess what, everybody? Look at your graphic organizers. I don't know if you noticed, I have color-coded the colors of the RACE acronym with your sentence strips. So if your sentence strip is yellow, and then blue, and then green, and then your final is orange, you have arranged them correctly. Good job. If you didn't, it's okay. Take another minute now and go ahead and correct your sentences to be in the proper order of the RACE strategies. Okay, fabulous fifth graders. I was watching you while you were working independently, and I have to applaud you. I love that you were all using your highlighters and you were highlighting information and planning it out. Good job. Our goal today was to write an informative essay, drawing text-based evidence, and also using our new RACE strategies. I want you to take a moment and turn to your neighbor and reflect on today's writing lesson.
I know this was really easy.
And see if I remember.
Does anyone care to share questions, comments about today's lesson? Chloe,
I think race is really easy to remember and it's very helpful.
I agree. Does anybody agree with Chloe? Raise your hand if you agree with Chloe. Yeah, I love race. It's easy to remember, like Chloe stated, and it improves our writing, which is most important of all. Tomorrow's lesson, we will also do another prompt to help us improve our writing, and we will revisit the race strategies. Great job, everybody, today.